care. We were told this was a drive-by on Harvard Avenue near East 147th Street. No one was inside at the time, and the suspects remain at large tonight. And now to the latest in the investigation on Robin Williams' death. Sheriff's officials near San Francisco say Williams committed suicide by hanging himself with a belt at his home. Williams' personal assistant found the actor yesterday in a bedroom in his Marin County home. The comedian also had superficial cuts on his wrists. It will take weeks to get the results of toxicology tests on whether Williams had any drugs or alcohol in his system. And the news of Williams' death has brought the issue of suicide prevention into focus. The University Hospital's Case Medical Center is hoping the spotlight will prompt folks to get the help they need before it's too late. Channel 3's Hillary Golston has more on this. Hillary, good evening to you.
And good evening to you, Russ. A serious discussion has now begun about suicide, which impacts so many Americans. In 2010, on average, 105 people a day died by suicide. UH has the Mood Disorders Program, which treats depression, a major risk factor for suicide. A senior UH media relations strategist tells me he hopes the discussion means more people will now get help. Caitlin Lewin's brother had just turned 18, a good-looking, standout football player with his whole life ahead of him. He ended it in 2011.
We're trying to put the pieces together like everybody does. You try to make sense of something that seems so meaningless.
This past February, Lewin's cousin lost her battle with depression and committed suicide. When you heard about your cousin after your brother, it's like, again, our family
right?
is hit.
It's like, yeah, and I feel like when suicide happens in your family or close to you, all of these stories and all of these people come out of the woodwork. Like, it's incredibly prevalent. Most people know someone that has died by suicide.
The CDC reports in 2009 the number of deaths from suicide surpassed the number of deaths from car crashes in the U.S.
These are very serious, very biological illnesses. These are not trivial illnesses. These are illnesses that kill people.
But they don't have to if there's treatment.
Depression can be prevented, completely prevented, by the use of counseling and medication.
Comedian Robin Williams' death is getting the issue out in the open. Caitlin wants people considering suicide to know this:
that the people that love you will be irreparably damaged and changed by your death. That your life is important, and the value of your life cannot be measured.
Now, the CDC also reports an estimated 8.3 million adults reported having suicidal thoughts between 2008 and 2009. Suicide is the third leading cause of death among people between the ages of 15 and 24, and second among people between the ages of 25 and 34, Russ.
Again, tragedy putting a very important subject in the spotlight. Hillary, thank you so much. And coming up in just a few minutes, we'll sit down with Ivan Schwartz, the executive director of the Greater Cleveland Film Commission, about what it was like to work with Robin Williams.
You know how to whistle, don't you, Steve?